Okay, welcome back. Continuing on with our next feature. The next one we're looking at is sketch bend. So we started off looking at our base flange tab, and then we done two edge flanges. So there's one and there's the other. And then we had looked at our flat pattern and also our unfold and fold. So the next one I'm going to do is a sketched bend. Now, a sketch bend is also very handy. The edge flange is where we make a bend and we add material to our overall piece, while the sketched bend is actually where you cut your overall length and then you can bend it. So it adds a bend from a selected sketch on a sheet metal part. So I'm going to click my sketch bend. I'm going to click this face here and I'm just going to draw a line. So I'm going with a solid line and I'm saying that line from there to there. Now, a sketch bend line doesn't actually have to be full size. You can have it that it doesn't have to cross the whole section to make that bend happen. If I say 15 millimeters away from here, but just for continuity, when we want a fully defined sketch, it's always good to have that sketch fully defined, as in a full line black. Now, when I click my closed sketch, you can see I am given directly into my sketch bend. If you have drawn your sketch first, then travel back and click your sketch bend and it will come up for you. So my bend parameters, it's saying what piece do I want my fixed face, so the piece that doesn't bend. So I'm going to call this side my fixed face, and straight away you can see what happens. The preview shows that my bend starts at my 15. So we're taking it as being center, is it? At the 15. Now my bend position is a center line bend. But we also can have, like the others, inside our material, outside our material, or offset from the bend itself. So the bend outside altogether, that's the full bend. We can use our default radius, or if we wanted to bring a bigger radius, we can add that in also. So say if we changed and we wanted a 10 millimeter radius here, while only a 4 millimeter either side, we can do that. We can also put in a custom bend allowance, once again with a K factor if required, but we'll get back to that. Now we have this shape. As you can see, we didn't add any more material, we just used the material that was there and we caused it to bend more. If I go back to my flat pattern, you can see now my full length of material is still the same length. Turn off my flat pattern, you can see that the material is shaped as required. Now over here, we can see that on our feature manager design tree, we have our original piece of material. We have the edge flange we completed first, the edge flange we completed second, and we also have a fold and unfold command here as well. So these just folding and unfolding the material, and there is a reason why we want to fold and unfold, and that's when we want to cut our material to different shapes. We covered that in another tutorial. So the sketch bend itself, we can see sits there. Now if I want to go with another sketch bend, I can click, I can say sketch, and I just want to show that we can do this sketch bend even without having our line directly drawn from one end to another. But still, we want to make sure our line doesn't move, and to do that, I'm going to make it fully defined. So I'm just going to say 65 millimeters of a line. I am going to say it is 15 millimeters from this end, and I'm going to make my line 75 millimeters long. Now we can see that the line is fully defined, but it isn't actually touching either end. Click. We're in our sketch. I'm traveling over to my sheet metal and I'm just clicking my sketch bend again, which is our face that we want to keep as our fixed face. I'm clicking at this side of the line and you can see now once again, it folds our object over, leaving this side as the fixed face. I can also change the actual angle that I want this to sit at, and I can put my material inside and outside as I require. One thing to be wary of when completing these kind of bends in sheet metal is to make sure that the object you are folding the metal width, be it a brake press or a sheet die, etc., can actually physically get in, make that fold and get out once again. Sometimes you will see people design sheet metal where it's next to impossible for a machine to fold inside curvature or the inside fold, because the die that creates the fold cannot extract back out. Flatten once again, and there is our flattened piece of material. Close once again, and there is our closed piece of material. Now if I want to see my bend lines, I can click here and I can click view bend lines. And when I flatten again, now we can actually see where our piece needs to be folded. I can also pull a measurement off of where our piece needs to be folded. So if I went from this line to this line, we can see that at 46.11, that's where that sheet needs to be folded. When we produce a technical drawing of our object, we can produce a flat pattern that will show these bend lines exactly where they need to be folded. I'm going to go back and I'm going to say unflatten, and we can work away with our sheet metal once again. Please like and subscribe if you're finding these tutorials helpful,